Okay, Asia session done. In Asia, I look at gold, Nikkei, and the Asia Forex pairs. No setups on gold. The H8 was in a range. We have a bearish fake out bar followed by a bullish fake out bar. Whenever there's two opposite facing fake out bars, I extend the highest highs and the lowest lows, and that becomes a range. Previous H8 also closed as an outside bar, faked out that previous high, faked out the previous low, and closed inside the range. Whenever I see outside bars, I extend the peaks, and that becomes a range. So gold was in a range in Asia. Not interested to trade when I'm inside a tight range like this. I think there's news later on in New York, so I would probably expect gold to be trading inside this entire range and New York to push it out. So not going to trade gold until it gets at the previous day high or previous day low, and then I will assess which direction I want to take it in. Also looked at Nikkei. Nikkei, I'm overall bullish. Daily, weekly breakout levels are bullish. Monthly is bearish. The ideal scenario for me to trade is always in the direction of the majority of the breakout levels. So in this case, bullish. Looking for buy setups. Today, I see that we broke out above the previous week high. So weekly traders are in breakout. Coming into the session, I saw that, and I also saw that we've above the H8 breakout level. So remember these breakout levels, I'm overall bullish, overall bearish on those time frames. So H8 is bullish above the day breakout level. It's a breakout low, so we flipped the direction of that breakout level. So this becomes a peak formation. Don't counter trade peak formations. I'm looking to take this up. And so coming into the session, I also saw that we broke out above the previous H8 high as well as the previous day high. That's a breakout setup for me. Breakout setup, previous H8 high breakout, previous day high breakout. I'm looking for an M15 low fake out to take it up. Got that M15 low fake out right here. Only problem with this one is that it faked out the previous week high. So once I saw that, did not want to trade right into that previous week high, needed it to close above, faked it out. I could have taken an entry above this M15 high, but the day closed as an inside day. Whenever there's an inside day, I extend the previous day's highs and lows. And here is the daily range that I'm trading in. Did not want to trade right into that, so I really needed to see price break above all those levels. So this momentum bar broke above the daily range. Only problem with this one, though, is that the high of the week was right here, and I did not want to trade right into that either. In hindsight, I had plenty of room to take a trade. Could have gone break even by the time price gets there. Plenty of room to take a trade, but I opted not to. So skipped this breakout setup. Would have been a nice profitable breakout setup, but I think I had a valid reason not to take it. I did not want to trade into the previous week high, the daily range, as well as the high of the week. And so I opted not to take any trades on Nikkei. So I also looked at the Asia Forex pairs. When I have no trades on the core pairs, I'm looking at the Forex pairs, marked off all my signal days, quite a lot of them. On signal days on Forex, I'm looking to trade the trend retracement setup. So I have a bunch of rules, but none of these setup were valid. There's no trend retracement setups on any of these. Some of them were going in the opposite direction, and some just never set up. So no signal day setups for me, which means that I have the only choice now is for me to trade my setups instead. So the one that I liked was on EURAUD. EURAUD was a trend breakout signal day, taking out that last bearish breakout level, but the weekly and monthly were bearish. And so I did not think that this was a good signal. I also saw that we broke out below the week breakout level. And this week we broke out below the previous week low. So whenever we break out below a previous breakout low and break out below the previous low, that's all these arrows at the end of the chart turn into a trend breakout. We're below the breakout level, below previous low. Those are trend breakouts. I don't want to counter trade trend breakouts. The idea is that we're now in a strong trend, and I'm looking to take a pullback continuation. So when we're below the previous week low, the ideal setup is to wait for a previous day high fake out. We get that previous day high fake out right here. But the only problem with this one is it's in New York session. First of all, I don't trade this in New York session. Also, this was after hours. London market already closed, so I don't take new setups uh, on that. Also, it did not get below the daily breakout level, so did fake out the H1 breakout level. So it did fake out the high. That's the first sign of a reversal, but if the reversal is only confirmed if it gets below the breakout level. So no trades on that yesterday, and today it faked out the previous day high again. And so this is a fake out retracement setup, faking out a previous high above the breakout low, previous week low. That's a fake out retracement setup. I've said many times that the fake out retracement setup is the setup that I take the most losses in. And the reason why is I'm usually looking for a move all the way back down to the low, but very often it'll get only to the previous low or that breakout level and then reverse direction. In this case, the gap is so tiny that when this M15 bar, momentum bar, pushed down, it closed below that breakout level. So I wanted to take it right after this M15 momentum bar. This M15 momentum bar took out the last bullish M15, flipping the M15 bearish. And the other requirement for me to take a trade, I need to see either the H1 high get faked out, didn't do that. And if it doesn't do that, I'm looking for a closure below the H1 breakout level. So remember, these breakout levels tell me that this time frame is bullish or bearish. And whenever I take a trade, I want the M15 and the H1 on my side. So got both of those on this move down. This one also took out the H8 breakout level, flipping the H8 traders bearish as well. Lots of confluence to take this down. Took this straight off the M15. Stop loss at the high of the day, and I was targeting the next H8 breakout level down here. So targeting about 2R. Once price got close to it, I had an alert right above this peak, previous H8 high peak. And as price started to reverse, I exited my position. I took partials on my position. So I took about 1.5R on this one. Yep. So took that, and now at break even. And the idea for these fake out retracement setup is to take the trade and continue the move all the way down. So let's see if this wants to do that. And that is it. Did not take anything else. I only saw this one. The other one I wanted to look at was on GJ. It's an inside day. So we're trading inside of a range. We faked out that range, but this was already past my session, so I did not enter on this one. This would have been a counter trend trade also. Previous week high, breakout of a previous week high, and then faking out the previous day high. That's a breakout reversal. Breakout of a breakout high, and then faking out that previous high. That's a breakout reversal. So this is a breakout reversal setup. I did like this because we have kind of this nice range over here, and we popped out of it, and I could see it coming back down, but I just opted not to take that. I don't like to take reversal trades in Asia. Hard time frames all bullish, lots of bullish confluence. So yeah, just opted not to do that. But out of the yen pairs, I think GJ was the only one that I was interested to trade. And that's it. Only took one trade on EURAUD. Let's see if this wants to continue on down. And that's all. Now waiting for London.